there! Thank you for checking out my channel. Thank you for clicking on this video. This video is part of the series of videos I post to try to help people out when it comes to aptitude tests like the civil service exam, UPCAT, Live, PhilSat, and all of those things. Today is part of our series ng Wordy Wednesdays, in which every Wednesday I try to post at least one new video lesson on language, usually English, sometimes Filipino, to help you out when it comes to your exam. Now, this video in particular is one of the most requested videos. Since I started making videos in 2015, marami na ang nag-request na gumawa ako ng video nito. Pero I kept putting it off kasi before I make this video, I needed you guys to have a good foundation on grammar rules and vocabulary and a bunch of other topics. Kaya inuna kong ginawa lahat ng mga yon before natin ito kahit paano masynthesize into this one video that I'm making for you now. Today, we're going to talk about sentence correction tips. Now, just before we dive into that, there are just a few things I wanted to talk to you about. Number one, if you are not yet subscribed to this channel, don't forget to hit subscribe and hit the bell icon para malaman ninyo as soon as a new video posts. A bunch of the topics na i-discuss ko dito ay pag-usapan na natin in earlier videos, pero yung iba ay paparating pa lang. So if you don't want to miss the next upload, don't forget to hit that bell icon and tick yung line for all notifications para ma-inform kayo pag ready na siyang panoorin. And if you're interested to get this shirt that I'm wearing right here, this is one of our official Team Lyqa shirts. You can go and find them sa ating funder shop. The link is down below. Ito ay fundraising project natin for a mini library / learning center that we're building either late this year or early next year. So I would love for you guys to be part of this project. And if you have any other topics that you want me to talk about, you can reach out to me directly by going to www.facebook.com/teamlyqa. And if you want to make sure na natutunan nyo agad itong lesson na ito, the best way to do that is to actually answer a quick quiz that I prepared for you guys. The link to that quiz and the password to access that quiz will be given to you at the end of this video. So, you have to stay tuned. Alright? Let's get into it. Let's get started. Now, before I explain to you yung mga common errors dito sa mga ganitong klaseng tanong, I will give you 2 tips muna to do pagdating sa actual na exam. Number 1, ang unang-una kong tip sa inyo is to read the sentence slowly. I cannot emphasize yung slowly na word more. Okay? You have to read it really slowly. Now, why do you have to read the sentence slowly? Here's the thing. And this tip is actually applicable sa mga magagaling talaga mag-English. Ang tendency kasi natin, kung ikaw ay well-read or ikaw ay talaga mahilig magbasa at ikaw ay may onti naman or at least good command of the English language, ang mahirap sa atin kadalasan is when we read a sentence sa sentence correction na section, our brain goes into autocorrect mode. Ano yung autocorrect mode? Kadalasan, when we read, since we are used to reading in chunks or when we read, we just skim and scan yung sentence, madali natin na-overlook yung mga maliliit na details, including yung maliliit na spelling mistakes or punctuation mistakes or grammar mistakes. Kasi nga, pag binasa natin siya ng isang buong chunk, ang nakikita na natin agad is yung proper na spelling or proper na structure kasi nga your mind fills in kung ano man yung nagkamali sa sentence na yon. I think you would probably understand what I'm talking about if you've ever encountered yung may ka-text ka na hindi marunong gumamit ng punctuation or ng tamang spelling. If you're texting with that person, eventually, if you are reading their message, kahit na kulang-kulang yung mga punctuation nila, kahit na kulang-kulang yung mga spelling nila, your brain still understands kung ano yung gusto niyang sabihin. And parang nasasanay ka na dun sa itsura ng text niya. Ganon din yung nangyayari kadalasan sa exam. So, ang nangyayari kapag nagmamadali ka or binabasa mo yung sentence ng mabilisan, ang nagiging sagot ay no error, kahit na meron naman talagang error dun sa sentence na yon. So, ito yung unang-unang tip ko, lalo na sa mga tao na medyo confident na when it comes to English. Pag confident ka kasi, kadalasan dun nagiging careless. Tip number 2, look at each underlined part. Now, ano ang operating word natin doon sa sentence na yung pinaka-importanting word? Ang pinaka-importanting word doon ay yung each. Each underlined part. Again, keeping in mind yung ating pinag-usapan na kanina in which we process things in chunks and finifill in na natin yung mga mali. Kapag tingnan mo yung each underlined part, it will force you to interact with that section of the sentence first. Ibig sabihin, bumabagal yung processing natin and nakikita mo yung mga maliit na mga mistakes. So, bawat part na naka-underline, A, B, C, D, or in some cases may E, you have to take them piece by piece. Isiping maigi kung yun bang phrase na yun or yung word na yun ay tama ang spelling, tama ba ang grammar, tama ba ang pinag-uusapan doon. Yung philosophical statement na the whole is greater than the sum of its parts doesn't really add up dito sa ganitong klaseng tanong. You have to take each part separately. Number 3, learn the errors. Learn the common errors when it comes to dealing with sentence correction questions. Now, ano ba yung mga common errors na yan? Usually, it falls under 3 categories. And this is how I look at them when I do my own aptitude exams. Anong ginagawa ko? We look at number 1, the grammar. Dito kadalasan nagkakaroon ng mistake. I would dare say na sa isang exam, 80% of the sentence correction questions, usually, ang mali ay yung grammar. 70 to 80% yan. Now, yung the next 20 to 30% usually falls under yung vocabulary or spelling. Kadalasan may spelling na mali, may kulang ng D, kulang ng S, yung E at saka I na pagbaliktad in the cases ng receive or perceive or anything like that. Yung mga ganong klaseng spellings, you have to take note of din. So, it's very important then for you to have good handle sa vocabulary. Number 3 na common na mistake falls under yung category ng punctuation. Ibig sabihin, kadalasan kapag meron kang nauunang period tsaka close quotation or kung tama ba na may comma dito, yung colon ba ay dapat maging semicolon, yung M dash ba ay dapat N dash, yung mga ganong klaseng tanong, minsan nagkakaroon din ng ganyang mistakes sa sentence correction questions. Pero medyo mas kaunti siya kaysa dun sa iba. And that is the reason why I focused mainly on grammar rules when I started making English language videos in this channel. Now, why did it take so long for me to make a video like this? Ang reason ko is kasi I would like to focus more on teaching you what to do, kung ano ba yung mga tamang rules, ano yung tamang gamit, at yung mga common mistakes, versus actually doing this video. Kasi mas maganda kung meron na kayong pwedeng balikan na aralin. So, don't forget to check out the links sa baba. Now, I'll tell you a few of the common na posibleng maging grammar errors pagdating sa sentence correction questions. Number 1 na most common is yung subject-verb agreement. Now, I already made a video lesson of that. Link is down below or dito sa I button, i-click nyo na lang. Yan ang pinaka-importante kasi madalas na yung mga rules dyan, lalo na yung mga panggulong rules, especially sa proper nouns at saka dun sa mga parts, all of those that I discussed in that video, kadalasan yan sa exam, marami ang nagkakagulo or naguguluhan sila doon sa mga sentences na yan, whether dapat ba plural or singular yung isang verb. Another thing na sobrang tricky ay yung tenses. I already made a few videos on tenses. The playlist will also be down below. Ang tendency naman yan is in a sentence, makakakita ka ng multiple tenses and you have to make sure na tama yung mga verbs na ginamit dun sa tense na yon. Another thing na laging lumalabas ay yung prepositions. Now, prepositions, very, very tricky, especially kung kayo ay Filipino or at least if hindi English language ang inyong first language. Bakit siya tricky? Kasi in our language, sa Filipino language, ang only preposition natin ay sa. So, itong mga prepositions like into, to, towards, from, in, on, all of those things can prove very tricky sa atin. Lalo na kung meron na siyang kapartner na verb. So, ano bang pinagkaiba nitong mga to? It's very important for you to visualize all of those. And I already made a few videos on prepositions. The links will also be down below. Another topic is about modifiers. Now, modifiers are very important kasi kadalasan, iniiba-iba nila yung sequence ng modifiers sa isang sentence. And dahil ang ating structure sa Filipino language ay medyo kakaiba doon sa English language, marami sa atin nang hindi rin alam kung anong pagkakaiba nila. So, it's really important for you to master that concept. Another rule na hindi masyadong familiar sa iba ay yung tinatawag na run-on sentences. Now, yung run-on sentences, kadalasan din lumalabas sa exam. So, you also have to be very careful when dealing with that. Another topic is arranging adjectives. I already made a video of this. The link will be down below. Yung ating gnosis comp na concept that I taught you guys, yung ating mnemonic about that. You have to master that kasi minsan sa sentence correction lumalabas din siya. Hindi lang siya sa fill in the blanks, pati sa sentence correction. So, but if at any point you see na magkaiba yung sequence ng mga bagay or ng mga adjectives, you have to make sure na yun ba talaga ang pinag-uusapan sa sentence. Another common thing na kailangan pag-usapan are collective nouns. Now, I already made a video on those din, including yung mga compound nouns natin. And if you haven't seen those videos yet, i-click nyo na lang yung link sa baba. A bunch of the other students na I already taught earlier this year said na meron ngang mga ganun na lumabas sa kanilang exam. So, it's very important for you to master those para ma-spot ninyo kung may error. Kadalasan kasi yan ang mga mahilig nilang i-underline sa isang sentence. Now, bakit ito yung mga grammar mistakes na gusto kong i-point out? And there are more, and I'm going to add even more din in the following weeks, months, or years, as long as I can keep making videos for you guys. Bakit ito lang yung inuna ko? Kasi kadalasan, ito yung mga ina-underline nila. So, every time you see a piece or a phrase or a word na naka-underline sa sentence, ask yourself, wait lang, tama ba ang tense niya? Tama ba kung singular ba siya or plural? Tama ba ang kanyang preposition? Ano ba ang tamang structure nitong sentence na to? All of those things dapat matic na yan sa inyo kasi na-master nyo na siya in the earlier videos that I posted and the ones that I'm going to post really soon. Now, the second common mistake is when it comes to vocabulary or spelling. Now, ang best na suggestion ko for you guys, maliban sa reading books and really learning the language, is to watch my series on homonym horrors. Now, again, most of them hindi naman talaga necessarily homonyms. Some of them are homograms, some of them are homophones. Pero I want you to watch those videos kasi ito yung madalas din lumalabas. Kadalasan, isang maling letter lang ang pinagkaiba ng mga words, katulad ng canvas at canvas, isang S at dalawang S. Pero pag nakita nyo siyang naka-underline sa sentence, kailangan meron ng bell na magre-ring sa utak ninyo na, wait lang, tama ba to? Isang S lang ba to o dalawang S ba ito? Sa emigrate at immigrate, Emi ba to o Imi? You have to know all of those things. That's why I prioritized all of those videos when I discussed yung ating series on homonym horrors. Another playlist that could be helpful for you guys would be yung ating playlist on idiomacy. Mahilig din sila gumamit ng idioms na hindi tama ang prepositions or hindi tama ang spelling or may binagong isang word. Or hindi lang talaga accurate for that sentence na binigay. So, very important for you to know if tama ba yung idiom na ginamit sa sentence na yon. You can also watch that. The playlist will be down there sa description box. Third category is about punctuation. I will start a new series on that. If it's available, it will be down there na. But I already made a video on quotation punctuation, which I think is going to be very helpful for you guys kasi yan ang mahilig nilang i-underline sa mga exams. Kaya kung alam niyo kung anong tamang mauuna, whether it's a question mark or yung close quotation or yung question mark, that can come into play. Now, bakit ko ini-explain itong punctuation? Kasi out of the 3 categories ng mga errors, ito ang pinakamadalas na hindi napapansin ng mga tao. So, ang nangyayari, kahit hindi no error dapat yung sentence, ang nasi-shade nila is no error kasi hindi nila hinahanap yung mga punctuation. Hindi nila napapansin na hindi pala dapat comma ang nakalagay doon, hindi pala dapat semicolon ang nakalagay doon. Yung mga bagay na yan, hindi agad napapansin. So, you have to be careful about that. That can be just yung one point that could determine whether you pass the test or not. Alright, so all of those things are just my own tips regarding this topic. And again, I'll add more as we go dito sa process na ito. I just wanted to make a video like this kasi I know some of you are taking the test in a week's time or in a few weeks' time. So I wanted something na mapupush kayo na mag-aral even more. So, if you want to concentrate on just this topic or this section ng exam ninyo, which is sentence correction, you may want to prioritize all of the videos na nasa playlists sa baba para makita ninyo kung talagang nasaan na ba kayo when it comes to grammar and English. And again, the best thing for you to do and for you to find out kung tama na ba at ready na ba kayo sa ganitong klaseng topic is for you to actually try out a quiz or an exercise that I prepared for you guys. The link will be in the description down below and ang inyong password dito sa particular na quiz na ito sa ating official website is actually this. It's been staring at you the entire time dito sa video na ito. You just have to type it as you see it right here dito sa shirt. Trying hard. Bakit? Kasi lahat tayo dito sa Team Lyqa, all of us are trying hard and we are unapologetic when it comes to that. Lahat tayo ay nandito to learn from each other and with each other, and I really hope that you try your hardest when it comes to this exam that you're taking or kahit na hindi kayo magtitake ng exam sa life in general. Alright, so I hope you learned something today. If you did, click thumbs up. Make sure to share this video with your friends. Lalo na kung mag-exam din sila para mas maraming tayong matulungan. And as always, if you want to reach out to me directly, you can go to www.facebook.com/teamlyqa for more information sa mga upcoming live review events. If you want to join the online review program or if you want to get one of the reviewers that I made. I would love to hear back from you. And if you want to get this shirt, the link will also be down below. I would love for you guys to be part of this mission, this kind of advocacy that we have dito sa team. Kasi one thing I know is that we are all blessed to bless. So whatever we have, little or hindi, or malaki or hindi, lahat yung mga bagay na yan, we can always use that to give back to other people who need more than we do. So thank you guys and God bless inyo lahat. Never stop learning. Adya kaya niyan. I'll see you in my next video and bye for now.